then hopefully there's some wisdom there, there's some experience there. So, and in my profession, as you know, I've been a writer, Karan. And in my profession, it's the job of a writer, as you know, to feel the pulse, to keep his ear to the ground and feel the pulse of the people. Also, a writer, when he does books, has to do a great deal of research, and research makes you get to the root of a problem.
So in a sense, politics is a continuation of writing by another name.
It's not writing by another name, but you can adapt to that new profession with a lot of assets from your old one.
Was this always a lurking ambition? After all, you do come from a political family.
Not a lurking ambition, certainly not. But it must have been there in the subconscious, because when I went campaigning, I took to it like a duck to water.
But did you find yourself propelled by circumstances, your father's death, or had you always said to yourself, one day I'll do it, and then the opportunity came?
Never did I say one day, never did I think that one day I'll do it. And you're right about the time of my father's passing away, when my brother, my sister and I went to Orissa for his cremation and his ceremonies. Wherever we went, the people said, please, one of you, remain in Orissa. Please enter politics. Your father gave us courage, he gave us hope.
But before you ever entered politics, was there a moment when you had second thoughts, when there was hesitation, doubt?
You mean this time, as I've got into politics? Yeah. There was no time, because the people's feeling, then the Janata Dal party in the state, they requested me to stand. Also in the center, the Janata Dal wanted me to stand.
So you never had any doubt about actually doing it?
No. Once I decided I was going to do it, I did it.
Okay, then let me, with your permission, turn not nasty, but a little cynical. You must have read in the papers people saying, Naveen Patnaik's just another dynasty. He's a great statesman, a great politician's son, stepping into daddy's shoes, stealing daddy's advantages without having really earned them. How do you answer them?
Well, let me tell you this. I think what I have got is not my father's privileges, but his responsibilities. And also, remember when you talk about dynasties, of course, in the election, in my constituency of Aska, of course they voted a great deal for their love and regard for father. But on the other hand, my father was not in power when I entered politics, and he never groomed any of his children for politics. And when I fought the election was against a party in power in the state.
So when you read in the newspapers that they're comparing you to Rajiv or Sanjay, or Indira who succeeded Nehru, and they're saying that the Patnaiks have done the same thing, how do you reply to them?
Well, they were all groomed by their parents or their mother for politics, and when they were in power. That's not the case with me. I was never groomed to be in politics. That sort of nepotism my father did not believe in.
Would he have wanted you to succeed him as an MP?
I don't think it would have crossed his mind.
You never discussed it?
But one thing about father, if anyone was prepared to do good work, he would never discourage them.
But you never discussed any political future that you might have with him?
Never.
So he had never been approached by you, asked by you, should I do this? Would you advise I step into your shoes?
Never. Where did the question arise?
Let me push this a little. People in Delhi often tend to have an attitude towards politicians. They tend to say that this is a contemptuous profession. These are people who equivocate with morality. Did you ever share that attitude before you became an MP?
No.